wake up. Happy to see you. Happy to hear you. Happy you here. This is She Gets It podcast. My name is Shan. This is season 17. Today I'm going to discuss episode 23, balance risk versus reward, because that's super important. You got to know what are the options if I do, and what are the options that I'll have if I don't. What if I save now versus if I save later? What if I prepare now versus if I prepare at the last minute? What if I go for this person who looks nice but is empty in the brain versus the person that's not empty in the brain but can improve how they look? What's my longevity looking like if I make these decisions? Should I spend thousands of dollars going to school for something that may not pay out properly in the end? Or should I go ahead and invest in this business because I truly love it and push through that in order to have other investments later and I'm not in debt? We all are put in positions to balance out the risk versus the rewards. And people who think they're not put in those positions, or they don't have a choice in the matter, or, everybody was pressuring me, or this is all the options that I had at the time, or I had to do something with the money, or, I was in my feelings, that's why I did it. You're leaning, and you're on your bullshit. Because we all are put in a position to make choices and make decisions on how our life will play out versus the choices that are being made. And it's called accountability for the decisions you have made, because everything you did and everything you didn't do got you to where you are right now. I'm going to say it one more time because y'all act like y'all don't understand. Like, you can't blame people on how your life is turning out forever. At some point, you are giving all the controls to your life. And with all that control, you made a decision either to act or not to act in order to have a different outcome. So here we are. So if you want to be honest, let's talk about it. She Gets a pod. We honest over here, baby. What does the risk look like if you don't try? If you don't go to work today, is that job not going to have workers forever? If you running late today, how many people will be affected by you running late? If you don't take your children to school all week, how will they be affected by you not taking them to school all week just because you're tired or you don't want to, or are you too lazy to take them to the bus, or are you too lazy to drive 10 minutes down the street to drop them off at school on time so they can get the education they need? Subpar, but the education they need, just the minimal, right? To the point where a lot of us spend so much time doing catch up because we didn't show up, only to blame other people on why we can't get up. Stop playing catch up. Start preparing. When you prepare, you give space for things to happen the right way, and you give space for things to not happen the right way. When you don't prepare, you're just left for the result of. Even when it comes to just relaxing. Oh, I just want to go to this cookout. They said the cookout was going to start at 1, but you strolling up at 3:30 expecting all the...
After the holidays, a little cash goes a long way. The Chime checking account has tons of benefits to help, like fee-free overdraft up to $200 for eligible members, no monthly fees, and thousands of fee-free ATMs. You can even get paid up to 2 days early with direct deposit. Sign up for Chime today at chime.com/goals24. Banking services and debit card provided by the Bancorp Bank N.A. or Stride Bank N.A. members FDIC. Spot me eligibility requirements and overdraft limits apply. Out-of-network ATM withdrawal fees may apply. Access to direct deposits up to 2 days early depends on the timing of the submission of the payment file from the payer.
Food to be there. all the drinks to be there. Everybody else should wait before they have fun because you showed up at 3:30 when it started at 1. It's audacity. It's entitlement. It's the nerve of people to think that life should wait until they're ready. People that call in to a company that they know this is the payment is due on this day. They call in a week later wanting to know why their bill is high. That's a question you should be asking when you got your bill initially. Not after your bill is due. Past due. You late. You late and you got all the questions in the world. If you want to improve as a content creator or podcaster or someone that just interviews other people doing great things, check out the Podcast Questions book on Lulu.com. Also with the Podcast Journal and Marketing the Podcast. All right. I'm not going to fail you. They're all books created by me in order for y'all to be great people. Now let's get back to the show on Lulu.com. I never understood how a person could be late to something but need everything. Need all hands on, need all the help. And then they want to question you, the next person, about why they got more options, why they got this, why I can't have that. Maybe they prepared for it. Maybe they put effort in. Maybe they knew what risks they were willing to take in order to get the rewards from the risk that they took. A lot of people want to wake up early and go get the work done in order to have the benefits later. Right? And some people want to wake up late and reap the same benefits of the one that woke up early. You can't do that. That's not how life works. Teach your kids that's not how life works. Life goes better for people who prepare. People who ignore the results of them not doing stuff and then act surprised later. You got to learn over time to not care about that, not pay attention to it. It's kind of like when people start complaining and complaining and complaining and complaining, and they want to talk in a bigger group and complain about something, but everybody in that discussion of someone else complaining, adding on to the complaining, but nobody's bringing solutions. What are we talking for? That's why I don't sit on the phone and talk about my problems to other people. If you're not the person that's going to help me come up with some solution for the problems that I'm having, why am I talking to you? You're not my therapist. Even a therapist is going to guide you into mental tools in order to be able to deal with your issues. Because people have this illusion about what they think a therapist is, and they've never been to one. A therapist also goes to therapy. For y'all shit. For all the patients that come to them and drop off their shit on them, they go to therapy. Because they imperfect humans just like you. They're just equipped and taught over a period of time through schooling what mental tools are there to help people get over their obstacles that they personally have in their lives. Mentally, socially, spiritually. Where is this coming from? Where is this problem coming from? That's it. They're not perfect. Their lives aren't perfect. And once we all see that, if it's some old anger that you carrying, it's going to come with you like furniture to your new house, to your new relationship, to your children's relationship. It's going to grow with your parents if you don't nip it in the bud. You can't bury problems that still exist within you. You can't bury problems that exist within a relationship that you have with relatives, with your wife, with your husband, with your kids. Because it's gonna latch on to them until they deal with it. And to those of y'all who think, I'm gonna risk this. I'm gonna not be happy for the next 10 years in order for my children to have this. Then once the children get grown, we about to have a great relationship because we could get back to us. By the time you're trying to get back to something you should have been approving within the process, it's already dead. By the time you spent your life sacrificing for your kids to make sure they had and they was happy and you were miserable, all you showed them is a woman that's miserable with kids. And people wonder why they have children that they raised like that, where they gave them everything, and then they get to an age where they should have kids and they don't want them. Because some kids grow up into adults who be scared of becoming their parents because all they saw is their parents argue, be miserable, and always blaming the child about why they can't have this and why they can't go here and why they don't never have nothing for themselves because they always taking care of them. Your children are not punching bags. Your children did not ask to be here. And most of the time when parents just drop off all their frustrations on their kids, it's because they mad at themselves. They mad at themselves for making irresponsible decisions to become a parent that they will struggle to try to keep afloat. And that's why as a parent, I be confused about why I'm comparing my parenting to the next person's parenting. There's a lot of things that I see relationship-wise that other people deal with other people that I would never put up with. And I'm sure if they looked at the relationships that I had, there's things about the relationships that I had that they won't put up with. We have to stop comparing ourselves among other people with different personalities because we all have flaws. But the risk that I'm taking doing life alone right now a little bit is being a better person for myself so I can explain to the next person who thinks they want to deal with me who I am, truthfully, who I am, honestly. What's the best way to deal with me when I'm like this? What's the best way to deal with me when I'm like that? When I'm having this type of day, this is what helps. When am I at my happiest? When I'm feeling sad, this is what helps. When I need to think, this is what I need. And vice versa. And that's how you have a good relationship, is truly understanding who you're dealing with. A lot of people are scared to take a risk of being with themselves, being within their silence, not having someone to sit across the table to, not having someone to go out with, not having a reason to go to the store and shop. You don't need to go shop if you don't need to shop. You don't need to go to every party. All the happiness you need is within yourself. The risk that you should be taking right now in your 30s and 40s should be for you, unless you with somebody that makes you better. If you with somebody that does not make you better and is making your life miserable and you're frustrated every day, but you're supposed to live a life of help because you're with this person that you care about and they're supposed to care about you and it's supposed to be evident and life's supposed to be easier. You think I'm about to be in a relationship and my life is about to be harder? You think I'm about to be in a relationship with someone and I'm supposed to be more frustrated with my stuff and their stuff? It's called a partnership for a reason. Y'all supposed to be a team for a reason. The reward of being with a good person for yourself and for them being with you should be a better future for both of y'all and whoever else comes with it. Balance that out. Balance the risk versus the rewards. Don't pay attention to social media because a lot of it is a lie. Don't pay attention to TV. A lot of that is a script. Then people getting paychecks. Focus on your peace. Where are you mentally? Where are you financially? What are some financial habits that you've been risking for the last 15 years that is not going to help you when you in your 50s? Our health, the way that we eat. We can't keep eating the things that we used to eat when we was 10 because the chemicals ain't the same. Our bodies are not the same. The way that you drink, what are you drinking on a daily? What's going in your body? But you scared to be, vocal about with the person you share your body with. That should be at an all-time low. Share everything. If you sharing your body with someone on a consistent basis, you should be very vocal about what's going on with your body, what you feel like, what's changed, what you noticed. Does your chest hurt? How long has your chest been hurting? What's this spot right here? What's this hard spot on your body right here? Like, it's called taking care of yourself. Taking care of other people that you spend the most time with. As you get older, having friends it has to make sense. It has to make sense. You in more discussion with this friend over that friend because I have a business and this friend over here has his business too. So we talk business stuff among other things. What is the purpose of sitting on the phone with a friend in your 30s and in your 40s and in your 50s and y'all just talking about the game? Y'all just talking about what you saw on reality TV last night. What? Your relationships have to grow out. And some of your relationships grow up. And some of your relationships don't, and they just die out, and it's okay. Because you have to balance the risk that you're taking being around someone who is not on the same level as you mind-wise versus being around someone that will help make you better, or being around your children. You taking out time to get ready. You taking money out your family's household to wear something that you wouldn't wear on a regular, to go out with some friends that ain't really your friends. They just want to be on your business and talk about you after you leave. When you could have been spending time with people who wanted to be around you, that really cared about you. When you could have been spending quality times with your kids. And that's why the older you get, you got to be more stingier with your time. Stingier with your energy. Stingy about your peace. The balance risk that I'm taking right now, having my peace and being okay with who I am and being okay with the steps that I need to take to get better, is going to be way better for the person I end up with. And hopefully they somewhere getting better too. Understanding what they don't need, understanding who they do need, understanding, okay, all right, I used to be able to deal with this, but I can't deal with this anymore. The reward is going to be way better. The reward in recognizing that you're worth more than what this job is giving you now versus 15 years from now is going to be way better. You're going to be much more ahead. And that's what we have to understand. So when you're visualizing your future, you have to always measure the risk versus the rewards that you're getting. It's not about money all the time. Sometimes it's about your peace. Sometimes it's about your sanity. Sometimes it's about having the energy to push on days where you're exhausted because you're the only one doing it for now because you're just starting out. Sometimes it's the spiritual guidance that you need for someone to encourage you because they actually believe it and they actually can give you examples of things coming to fruition. Like, all of that matters. Someone to remind you, like, you the shit when you don't think so. someone to stop you from downplaying everything that you already put in. All of that matters. All of that makes a big difference. So please, in everything you do, as you get older, as you get wiser, as your kids grow, as your kids need you, balance the risk versus the reward all the time. Be accountable for where you dropped the ball, what you could have did, why you didn't research. You knew you had to be somewhere at 8. You needed to get up at 6:30 to get X, Y, and Z done so you could leave on time and get there just in case something happened. And still end up getting there on time because you prepared. You left room for that. My name is Shan. I'm not going to lie to you, and I'm not going to tell you no lies. And I'm not going to tell you nothing different that I want to do for myself. And I'm not going to sit on here and be like, oh, I'm perfect. You know, everybody would be a fool. Not to... I'm not for everybody. I'm not for everybody. It's a lot of people that would not be happy with being with me. I'm not no showgirl. I'm not somebody that want to be seen all the time. I ain't never put on a lash in my life, and I have no inklings to do so. I don't care about what other people think about me. I care about what I think about myself. I care about how I can be better for my children. I think about how I can set myself up to help the other people out that are good to me. The same level of, can you do me a favor, that I'm willing to ask from the people around me. I want to be able to be in a position to do them a favor. My focus is different. I'm not concerned of going out. I'm not concerned of being on social media. I'm not the one that's going to tell you to back up and take a picture of me. I'm the one that wants to be in the moment. I'm the one that wants to share good, happy feelings. Happy feelings in the air with my people. I'm not concerned with everybody. I will never be concerned with everybody. Because everybody don't want to get better. Everybody don't want to do better. And those ain't my people. My name is Shan. This is She Gets It Pod. All right? Don't confuse it. She Gets It Pod. And this is episode 23. Y'all have a great day. Don't forget to check out www.shanbpoddin.com for any books, any podcasts I suggest to you, where you can find the podcast and where you can find me. I'm out here in these streets at Shanby Poddin on Twitter, TikTok, IG, wherever you need me. Peace.